Thomas Tuchel was very opinionated after yesterday's game, and Christian Pulisic was on the end of criticism, I would call it. But the big news is, if Chelsea want a replacement for Antonio Rudiger, it's very easy. Get on a plane, get to Naples, and get Koulibaly to Chelsea. The fee is released, we know how much it's going to cost. It's not ridiculous as 100 million, and I think it's very affordable, and it might be the right thing to do. Let's get into this video. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and in today's video, we have got some interesting news for every single one of you. Number one, we're going to start with the links to Koulibaly to Chelsea. This feels like it's been going on for 4 or 5 years. Laurinaitis, or whatever his name is, ADL as I like to call him, the chief executive of Napoli, has had him on a death row contract. 100 million he's been asking for, but now that fee has been cut down drastically, and we will talk about the opportunity of Chelsea sniffing around signing Koulibaly to a long-term deal at Chelsea. Is it the right timing? Is it the right option? And is this what Chelsea need? And then we're going to dive into a Thomas Tuchel fiasco. Thomas Tuchel criticised Christian Pulisic's finishing openly. He spoke about Kepa, and when I tell you this is the most backhanded compliment you're going to see ever, I mean it. And number three, Tuchel got a nice gift from the fans on the last game of a home game of the season. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was a nice touch from the match going fans. Well done, great news. But let's get into this video. But before we get into that video, I need you to do something. Content like this is free. All it takes is my time to research, get you information, compile the video, edit it. So yeah, it takes time. But you guys get it for free. All I ask for is hit that like button. Give me 500 likes on this video. YouTube loves it. You lot end up being good people, and I enjoy it as well. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Reports in Italy and Sky Sports News in England are reporting that Chelsea have inquired about signing Koulibaly. Koulibaly has been a player that's been on Chelsea's radar for ages. I don't even think it's Chelsea's radar. I think he's been on everyone's radar for ages. The problem is ADL, the chief executive, the Napoli chief negotiator, I think he might even be the owner, has been crazy. He's been asking for £100 million and it's non-starter. This man is known to get his fee. He got 100 million for, I think it was Higuain or something stupid like that. He sold Lavezzi and Cavani for abnormal numbers. And all of a sudden, he's been trying to do the same with Koulibaly. And guess what? Koulibaly is finally gonna be released. As long as Chelsea pay 25 to 30 million pounds in that region, there's a deal to be had. The guy is turning 30 soon, and the likelihood is a lot of Chelsea fans are going to be put off by that. I'm not. Look at Thiago Silva. The guy's come in, he's been phenomenal for 2-3 seasons. 30 is not the end of someone's career, people. I think we need to stop looking at 30 and thinking about it like it's 2020, like it's 2003. We need to start looking at it in a more objective manner. We need to start looking at it in a more sophisticated manner. Science has improved. The way people are looking after their bodies has improved. And more importantly, the footballer of the year 2000 and the footballer of 2022 is completely different. These lot, in the sense that they're athletes when they go to sleep. Some of them sleep in hyperbaric chambers. They think this is Dragon Ball Z out here. So, for me, if it's available, go and explore it, because we need experience. We can't be going in with youth, and we can't be dependent on Thiago Silva playing 40 games again next year. It's not going to be the right option. Thomas Tuchel, he spoke out. Look, one thing we know about Thomas Tuchel is the man wears his heart on it. We know and we love him for it. Hence the reason why Chelsea fans have given him a beautiful banner. Look at his banner. And for me, this is beautiful. And the reason why I think this is a sign from the Chelsea fans that they back this manager. This is a sign from the match-going fans and even the fans around the world that chipped in to fund this banner. This is a sign that we are here to respect this manager, and we want him to stay for the long run. We want you to be our Klopp, we want you to be our Pep, we want you to be our Jose. And for me, this is a beautiful inkling. A lot of people would not be doing this. And the smile on Tuchel's face was mesmerizing. I loved every little bit of it. And he deserves it. But Tommy's been a bad boy, innit? Like, he has been very, very bad. And the fact that he came out and absolutely fired shots at Christian Pulisic, I think is right. But a lot of you are not going to like. So we're going to start with what happened, with what he said. Then I'm going to give you my perspective, and then we can hear your perspective. Don't be reactionary, be open-minded, and listen to the words that came out of Tuchel's mouth. Tuchel openly, as I always do, I will put the quotes up, he said he should have scored that chance. Chances like he missed yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it was a good through ball from James to Lukaku. Lukaku a cross goal. Pulisic is in the middle of the goal and he scuffs the ball. He doesn't hit the ball. He's unmarked, he doesn't connect with the ball. And Tuchel obviously said, look, you have to score those opportunities. It is integral. It is absolutely integral to win games of this magnitude. Chances like that encourage other teams. They give other teams opportunities. And whether it's poor finishing, lack of confidence, it has to be a goal. And now, this is where we're going to get into my view. I think he's spot on. I think he's spot on. And a lot of you are going to say, Alex, he's missing chances. But Christian Pulisic is Captain America. He's missed the USA. And I'll tell you this. If that was Timo Werner, if that was Callum Hudson-Odoi, what would your reaction? Exactly. All of you would be fuming, all of you would be moaning, and all of you would be calling for him to get sold. Christian Pulisic has got a knack for missing easy chances. Let's look at Real Madrid. 2 opportunities, missed both of them. Let's look at last few weeks. He's been missing chances against Leicester. He missed chances in the cup final. And in the game prior to that, he is a miss machine. The guy will get goals because his movement gets him in positions to score goals. We all agree with that. Is he good at running and dribbling past people? Yes, he's very good at that. However, he does lose the ball a lot. He doesn't have the final pass, in my opinion, in his game. And more importantly, he's just very inconsistent in front of goal. I'm not saying 1 in 3. I'm saying 1 in 6, maybe 1 in 7. His conversion rate is ridiculous. I don't believe in it. Someone's going to go and get me some statistics now to say, oh, but look, SofaScore says this. Oh, look, this says this. My eyes tell me another story. Pulisic misses way more than it's worth to stress. For me, if the right offer comes this summer, it's time to sell. It's time to move on. Go get me a Ousmane Dembele, get him off the wage bill, and get me someone that can attack an individual consistently, stays fit, and more importantly, this is the key, is proficient in front of goal. We need some consistency in this team. Pulisic is not the solution. And we have tried this out for 3 bloody years. He's still living off that bubble champion. He's still living off that bubble 8 weeks under Frank Lampard. And Frank has been sacked and then moved to Everton and kept them up in the meantime. Like, can you imagine how much time has gone past and he's still being talked about like that young kid that joined Chelsea? I don't understand it. That's my personal. Finally, it looks like a lot of players will be leaving Chelsea this summer. And it's very obvious. So we already know that Andreas Christensen and Rudiger will be leaving. We already know that Azpilicueta has got an agreement with Roman Abramovich prior to the takeover that he was going to be leaving for free. Same manner that Petr Cech had. Then we already found out about other players such as Alonso. As long as the correct fee comes from Barcelona, he will be moving on. I don't know whether that fee's going to come. I'm praying it does because I really want him out the squad. I think it's time to move on from him as well. But Tuchel, in my opinion, pushed Kepa out the club yesterday. With his comments, it was a nice direct little push. And you're going to say, how, Alex? He openly said, Kepa should be a number 1 somewhere. Does he not want to play football? I think he does. It basically, when you say that to somebody, you're essentially saying, big man, I don't believe you can ever be my number 1. I don't think you have the right mentality to be within my squad as my number 1. So I think it's time for you to move on. You do not push people out the door. You could always come out with those generic comments. Oh, of course he's going to be competing. I don't have a number 1. Him and Edu are going to be competing. But it's definitive who his number 1 goalkeeper is. It's Edouard Mendy. Edouard Mendy has secured that spot. And now it's just a matter of finding Kepa a new club. A lot of people, I think, are going to be happy to see the back of Kepa. I will be happy as well. I think Kepa's been a lot with what's wrong with Chelsea scouts. Panicked by the nature of the signing, the way that the deal was conducted, and it was a spiral that I did not enjoy. It was the negative to the Sarri era, when the Sarri era had a lot of positivity to it. But that's my opinion. A lot of you are going to have a different opinion. I want to hear about all of your opinion. Number 1, is Koulibaly good enough for Chelsea? Would you spend the £30 million? And is the age an issue? Number 2, to sum up this video, Thomas Tuchel, banner. Tell me about him. Do you want him to be our manager permanently in the long run? Pulisic, is it time to sell? Time to move on? And Kepa, what fee would be enough to get rid of Kepa for you? This was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed this video. I hope you lot absolutely loved this video. See you guys later. Peace out. I'm out.